What's up, YouTube? This is HoneyBee, and I'm just going to be going over some of the changes that took place in the latest patch. First off, I will apologize for my less than perfect microphone quality. It's a work in progress right now. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to read over some of these patch notes for Flash. Now, I see here one of the first things listed is Lightning Punches now has 10 startup frames down from 12. As we can see here, if we go to the special moves, Lightning Punches, now 10 frames startup, used to be 12. It's still a high attack, still negative 25 on block, so you can't really throw it out there whenever you want, but it's mainly going to be used as a whiff punishing tool. Although the thing is, I'm not sure at the moment how useful this buff is. It's going to be matchup dependent in my opinion, based on being able to punish certain moves or not. I think that's when it's going to be most useful. For example, if a character has a move that's negative 10, then it means that Flash will actually be able to punish and get a full combo. So, in that case, it can be useful, but as it stands, it's hard for me to really judge that. The next thing we have here is Speed Zone character power has increased damage scaling, meaning any trait combo now does slightly less damage. Now, it's not significant. I have tested. I'll leave that on. I have tested. If you look at a combo like this over here, if I do something like this used to do about 710 damage before the patch, now it's 689. That's 2 bars, it's really good damage, so as you can see, he still gets really good damage, but not as much as he used to. But a combo like this, for example, you can see 1 bar trait 556. That maybe did around 570 to 580, so it's a little bit of a damage reduction, but it's nothing too significant. I will go over one of these other changes they have. Is on your mark, which is the running man stance, into charge. Now is a different reaction, and they changed the hit advantage of it, meaning this no longer leads to a combo. Before the patch, you could do something like the overhead and then confirm, and then you get down to and get a full combo fearlessly. Now, unfortunately, that's not possible. That's just going to end your combo right there, get 234 damage. What you can do instead is do that engine, you get a little bit more damage, but yeah, basically you're going to want to be going into the meter burn lightning kick or the meter burn sonic pound in order to get some decent damage like that. Now he still does have a meterless option using the fact that he's 4-3 and lightning. That's actually a bar, but he can do it meterlessly. But as you can see, he still gets really good damage off of that. But if you wanted to do it meterlessly, let me do it here. There we go. So that's meterless damage, 507 on dead shot off of a back 2. So you can do back 3, lightning kick, and there you go. Now, I do see here as well, it says Flash, the freeze tank interaction on Red Sun Prison now works correctly if Flash uses it while Speed Zone character power is active. I never knew it had an issue, to be honest, so that's doesn't really seem to matter to me. Now, one of the biggest changes here is the on your mark into Sonic Pound has hit region adjusted. Now, this does mean this change actually is good and bad in different situations. Now, if you look here, a combo like this, I would do this, and I could go under him, and it would put him in the OTG stance. But as you can see, the hitbox has been adjusted, so a combo like that no longer will lead into an OTG because it hits them. Now, you can still get the OTG to work, but they have to be much higher in the air. See, as that part didn't work. So a lot of these combos, they're gonna have to be adjusted or changed so that you do something different in order to get that OTG to work. As you can see, if you're in the corner, you can still get it to work. that did slow TG, but it is a little bit stricter the timing. If you want it to be easier, sometimes 2 lightning hits can work easier, as you can see that OTG as well. So still there, it's just a little bit trickier. It may or may not be something that I'm going to go for as much now, that it's not as consistent, because it is important to do things that you can nail consistently, and the thing is, if you get someone with a combo like this, it may just be more beneficial to go into the big damage, because it still does have big damage. So it's going to be dependent on how much life your opponent has, whether or not they have Clash available, and how much meter they have, things like that, but we'll see. And now, one big change for him is actually this move has changed for that, for his setups, but it also changed as just a general tool. As you can see, if you go to his move list, it used to be -17 on block, now it's -7, meaning he can actually use it to get full, he can use it in pressure now without risking getting punished. Now I'll show an example of this. If I put the opponent to block. Now if we're in the corner, now this is guaranteed. So you can do this, that's the overhead, and see how much pushback it is? And it's -7, so I'm completely safe right now. And once you condition your opponent enough, now they're going to be scared to press a button, it's going to be easier to keep pressure, and then it's going to be easier to mix in the lows, mix in other things, because they have to be wary of doing this move. And now it also works midstream, like that. And yeah, so if they're worried, you can mix it up. And I think it is an overall buff to his pressure. I've been playing a few matches today, and I have noticed a significant change in the way I'm using this to pressure people. I think it's quite good, and it actually gives you a little bit more hit advantage if you hit them. Actually, it says here the hit advantage is decreased, but either way, it's good. I'm quite happy with that in terms of how it's used for pressure. They also changed the hitbox so that it'll more consistently hit with both hits, because before it would actually whiff a lot on the second hit. Now you can also use it full screen if you want to get in. That's still completely safe. So it has improved that a little bit more, because your opponent will have to respect it a little bit more, and then you can cancel and go for other things. But yeah, those are the basic changes to Flash. I feel like overall he has been buffed, I would say, but it's a little bit early to tell exactly. But thanks so much for watching, everyone. Until next time.